Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast, session 22. How to tell time in Spanish. Welcome to a new session of Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast. In this session, we will learn vocabulary and easy ways to tell time in Spanish. By the way, this episode will focus on the Spanish spoken in Mexico, which you can use to communicate with Spanish speakers from all around the world. If you would like to learn Spanish faster by learning the 100 most common words in spoken Spanish, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words, where you will find a list of the most common words used in spoken Spanish. To access the list of most common words, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words. The days of the week, the months, and the seasons of the year in Spanish. These are basic but very important words to know because they come up in daily conversations, scheduling, and planning. So grab a notebook and let's get started. Days of the week in Spanish. Let's start by reviewing the days of the week in Spanish. Here they are. Lunes. Monday, lunes, martes, Tuesday, martes, miércoles, Wednesday, miércoles, jueves, Thursday, jueves, viernes, Friday, viernes, sábado, Saturday, sábado, domingo, Sunday, domingo. Notice that in Spanish, the days of the week are not capitalized unless they start a sentence. Also, all the days are masculine nouns, so you will use el before them when needed. For example, el lunes means on Monday. Now, let's practice a few common phrases. ¿Qué día es hoy? What day is today? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es lunes. Today is Monday. Hoy es lunes. ¿Qué día es mañana? What day is tomorrow? ¿Qué día es mañana? Mañana es martes. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Mañana es martes. El fin de semana. The weekend. El fin de semana. Me gusta descansar el fin de semana. I like to rest on the weekend. Me gusta descansar el fin de semana. Now, let's review the days of the week in Spanish one more time. Here we go. Lunes, Monday, lunes, martes, Tuesday, martes, miércoles, Wednesday, miércoles, jueves, Thursday, jueves, viernes, Friday, viernes, sábado, Saturday, sábado, domingo, Sunday, domingo. Great job! Now that you know the days of the week, let's move on to the months of the year. Months of the year in Spanish. In Spanish, the months of the year are enero, January, enero, febrero, February, febrero, marzo, March, marzo, abril, April, abril, mayo, May, mayo, junio, June, junio, julio, July, julio, agosto, August, agosto, septiembre, September, septiembre, octubre, October, octubre, noviembre, November, noviembre, diciembre, December, diciembre. Just like the days of the week, months are not capitalized in Spanish unless they begin a sentence. They are all masculine as well, so you will use el or un if you need an article in a sentence. Let's practice some sentences. ¿En qué mes estamos? What month are we in? ¿En qué mes estamos? Estamos en enero. We are in January. Estamos en enero. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Mi cumpleaños es en abril. My birthday is in April. Mi cumpleaños es en abril. El próximo mes es marzo. Next month is March. El próximo mes es marzo. Now, let's review the months of the year in Spanish one more time. Enero, January, enero. febrero, February, febrero, marzo, March, marzo, abril, April, abril, mayo, May, mayo, junio, June, junio, julio, July, julio, agosto, August, agosto, septiembre, September, septiembre, octubre, October, octubre, noviembre, November, noviembre, diciembre, December, diciembre. Now, let's move on to the seasons of the year in Spanish. In Spanish, the seasons of the year are primavera, spring, primavera, verano, summer, verano, otoño, fall, otoño, invierno, winter, invierno. Now, let's review a few examples. La primavera es mi estación favorita. Spring is my favorite season. La primavera es mi estación favorita. Hace mucho calor en verano. It's very hot in summer. Hace mucho calor en verano. Me gusta el otoño porque las hojas cambian de color. I like autumn because the leaves change color. Me gusta el otoño porque las hojas cambian de color. En invierno hace frío y a veces nieva. In winter, it's cold and sometimes it snows. En invierno hace frío y a veces nieva. ¿Cuál es tu estación favorita? What's your favorite season? ¿Cuál es tu estación favorita? Mi estación favorita es el verano. My favorite season is summer. Mi estación favorita es el verano. By the way, if you would like to learn Spanish faster by learning the 100 most common words in spoken Spanish, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words. where you will find a list of the most common words used in spoken Spanish. To access the list of common words, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words. Also, if you would like to review a text version of this podcast episode, you can access a transcript of this session at learningspanishforbeginners.com/20. Thank you for listening to Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast. If you are enjoying this podcast, please leave a review and share this podcast with one friend who also wants to learn more Spanish. Gracias. See you next time. Hasta la próxima.